sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on town, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's my heart.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. This well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring your running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Yellow! 43! 43! Yellow!
Pacheco gets it up the gut. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Yellow! 15!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, but especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Back to throw, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. And they fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Javon Hargrave. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead running. Here's Samuels. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Attack! Hey, rip left.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Yellow, yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he finds Austin complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. Third and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one finds Austin at right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yellow. I go, Lou, Ernie. Hey, 57 colors.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Then a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Yellow.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 14. Here's Samuels again. some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote a little Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing is Smith. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A 46-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
You're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11. Yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Smith. He'll get this out to Genty. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Finding room at midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. A shotgun snap for Smith. Got his man, it's Thornton. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. It's Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4th down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down. 1st and goal, Raiders.
13 next, 13. Here we go, hey.
Now Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Tyree Wilson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Up the middle, it's Jensen. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. Smith now to throw. Now he's going to step. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it is caught, powering his way forward. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now quickly here to Worthy. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because you remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Dunker now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you can hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's returnable now for Smith. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Easy. Attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Samuels. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 43. Hey, 15. Here, 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. Genty is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
13 next.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Smith now to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Chiefs 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. got some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Yellow.
Mahomes. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mahomes will do it himself. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Mahomes will do it himself. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
First down.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Smith. That is intercepted. What a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Garth. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.